we talked about getting off to a good start. Our guys did that, but maybe I should have said we should get off to a good start and keep playing that way. That's the part I might have left out. And Utah fought, they clawed. Next thing you know, it's a ball game. The young fella, Dante Exum, came in and had a heck of a game for those guys. He got them back into it. His energy that he brought, the toughness, he wasn't afraid of the moment, helped them get back in the ball game. But I got to give our guys credit because they stayed with it. Every time Utah went on a little run and cut it to 5 or 10 or 7 or whatever it was, our guys responded. Draymond was terrific, and yes, he had a triple-double, and that should definitely be celebrated because that was hard-earned tonight. But I thought Draymond was terrific when Utah made a run, and we kind of dropped their shoulders a little bit, and we were slow getting the ball out of bounds and bringing the ball up the floor. Draymond's pace was unbelievable. We wanted to try to make these guys as uncomfortable as possible throughout the course of the game and not necessarily let them get in the rhythm to execute their offense. And part of our deal was we were going to switch everything and not let them have an advantage when they play pick and roll or when they go into the post. And our guys did a phenomenal job doing that. Yeah, I mean, not really looking at the team in Cleveland. You know, they're going to do it. They're going to do what they're going to do. But for us, I mean, we just want to try to go out, play the right way, and get better every series. And again, I hate to keep saying this, but it's something that Steve has talked about, and even some of our phone conversations that we've had. You know, he's always harping on, hey, it's not just for this game, it's for the long term. We got to get better. We got to do things the right way. And so for us, we feel if we do things the right way, Tim, that we're going to win most ball games. And so for us to go out and play the right way, get a sweep, gives us a few extra days off right here, and then we'll get ready for our next opponent. But we don't really care what anybody else out there does. They can't be afraid to police one another, and our group does that. If somebody does something wrong, I don't have to say it half the time because somebody else is, whether it's Draymond, Katie in that instance, D. West, Andre. We have intelligent players on the team that all respect each other. That's the culture that Steve's built here, and it's just good to be a part.
I think we're just mostly impressed with, how we're playing our brand of basketball. I think every game throughout the course of this series, we really imposed our will on the other team, and that's big. In the playoffs, you let a team get in the groove, and it's hard to win games like that, and one game can lead to a team just getting in the complete groove and winning the series. So I think we've imposed our will all 8 games, and that's important on the offensive and defensive end. And if you can do that, with the talent that we have, with the experience that we have, it'll be tough to beat us. I think the way this team was fought, throughout this entire series, I think it was good basketball. They continue to execute their offense. They continue to compete on the defensive end. That was just my opinion. I don't expect everybody's opinion to be the same as mine. I think Cleveland's been playing great basketball. You watch them, it's been amazing. And then you watch other teams that they're playing against, not so much. So that's just my opinion, though.
Very impressed with this team. A lot of great talent. They're a deep team. One of the best defenders in the league at the rim in Gobert, and Gordon Hayward, what he does. But I think down the line they have a deep team, a long athletic team, and really impressed. Great coach, great coaching staff, great arena. So it was fun to play against them. Definitely challenged us. It brought the best out of us all these 4 games, and definitely going to be a team that's going to be contending for a few years. Well, you got versatile defenders. You got, the best defender in the league who is, you can't really pick on him, even though he's 6'4", 6'3", maybe. But playing a center position, you still can't pick on him. You can't throw the ball in the post, and expect to get a basket. You're not going to go at him in pick and rolls. He can switch out, and I think that's what starts our defensive intensity. All starts with him, and we kind of fall in line after that. We score the ball, but we preach defense every single day. It's not just let's outscore our opponents. We're going to try to stop you, and then we're going to try to run the score up. But when you got so many guys that can defend and are smart, it makes for a good defense.